What's up, traders? Zach here from the Trading Network. Hope you guys are doing well. This video is another one from the community request channel. It's basically just a channel in our private Discord where people in the private community can post in the channel and request videos for further clarification and information on topics they are interested in. With that said, this video is going to specifically be about explaining why having a story in your trading is important. I'll read the specific comment, and this is from one of our longtime members, Monkey Gains. He says, please explain why having your story in every trade you take is important, why it's important to know what value is doing and where prior value is, and why this is important to know before any trade we take. So with that said, this is going to be more market profile focused. We're going to be talking about value areas, and things of that nature. So let us use this day as an example. This is yesterday, May 9th, and let's take a look at the profile here. So you can see first and foremost, if I zoom in on the current opening for the New York session, that we are opening at 12,451. Prior day's low is 12,519, right? So that means that we are opening below yesterday's session, below the entire session. That is below range, below yesterday's range, and out of value, okay? When we open below range and outside of value, that tells us that there is one directional conviction present. That means that there are basically two sides to the coin every day. There can be directional conviction, and there can be no directional conviction or less directional conviction. You can kind of think of it as a meter, where far to the right side we have the most directional conviction possible. That's a high or a strong trending day. Then to the left side of the meter, or to the scale, we have no directional conviction. That is a ranging day, where basically the market can't make up their mind and price is just moving or bracketing back and forth between two known levels typically. When we open below the prior day's range, that means that there's a higher probability of directional conviction present throughout the next New York session, okay? So to get back to the main question, explaining why having a story in every trade and every day is important is because that gives us ideas. That gives us if-then scenarios. We can say, for instance, if price cannot move back into yesterday's range, back above 12,519, and hold, then we are more likely to see directional conviction to the downside, probably to revisit the overnight low, which in this case is down at 12,343, right? So right there, as soon as the market opens, you have a line in the sand. If you guys are familiar with how I do things, you know that I write a trade plan and that I always have a line in the sand level. So yesterday's low would likely be my line in the sand level. And I would say, okay, well, if we can move and hold above 12,519, then we're more likely to move back up towards 12,559, 637, and 703. And if we can't, then I will look for price to move back down towards 12,343, which again is that overnight low. So with all of this said, this is how we start to develop a story and have ideas, and basically don't go into our trading days blind, right? We always want to have plays in the playbook. We always want to have some sort of idea of what the market is trying to do and how we are going to take advantage of that knowledge, okay? So with that said, it is exceptionally important to have a story in your trading so you know where probability is, so you can give yourself options, so you can have ideas for trades, so you are not frantically looking at the market and reacting emotionally based on, you know, the speed or the velocity of the market, right? Especially, I like to trade NQ, and really, regardless of what you're trading, NQ, ES, YM, crypto, whatever, regardless of how it moves, emotions come into play when things get uncomfortable, when things start to move fast, etc. And you always want to be prepared, and you always want to be able to go back to the logical side of your brain and analyze and make clear, concise, and calculated decisions based on that analysis, right? So that is why it is absolutely vital to have a story in your trading and to make sure that you have some sort of a plan, whether it's a trade plan like I write every day, and for what it's worth, you can use my trade plan to help you build your story. And, you can use it forever, or you can use it to give you an idea or to help you eventually build your own. But I think that it's very important to keep this in mind. And if you catch yourself going into a trading day without a plan, without a story, without plays in your playbook, pump the brakes a little bit and do your very best to go back and analyze. And even if it's one sentence, start out with a plan, create a line in the sand, or again, use mine as a guide or reference until you get comfortable enough to make your own. But this is vital, and this is something that most traders don't have, in my opinion, and in my experience working with all of the traders throughout various experience levels in my mentorships. So keep this in mind. I hope this helps. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short and sweet, but pack a decent amount of information in them. So please let me know if this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know as well. I'm here to help any way I can. And again, I hope you guys find this valuable. So much love. I will see you in the next video.